Thank you for this great question. To really dive into what has helped me accelerate my success and really start to achieve all the things that I've wanted was just staying very consistent, staying focused on one task at a time, and trying to be as present as possible. The more I was in the present and the more I'm always in the moment, the better I've handled every situation, each challenge that's come my way, and also been able to be more logical of how I approach anything that I'm trying to work on. So the consistency is what allowed me to really make those strides in the right direction, and then just always keeping a positive attitude, trying to stay as grateful as I can every day, really focused on the ambitions that I have and knowing the opportunities that are right in front of me. But realistically, it was just a lot of consistency, staying focused and disciplined on achieving my goals. Thanks for this really deep question. And to understand how you manage those feelings, you have to sit down and really reflect on, are you having those feelings because you chose not to work towards goals, or because you put a lot of hard work maybe in an inefficient way that you weren't able to get to them in time? Now, that doesn't mean you're not going to achieve those goals, but maybe the focus was a little bit too much on achieving something too fast. And maybe the goals you're trying to achieve as well are something that's going to take more time than just this 1 year you're working on it. So those feelings are just a little bit of your awareness and conscience saying, I want to be somewhere in life and I want to be there now. But sometimes life has a way of teaching us through a lot of patience and consistency. And you just need to realize to be as present as possible. Whatever's in the past, it's gone. Learn from it, move forward, and go into 2023 with a positive mindset. Hey, Sarah, thanks for this great question. And to truly change your mindset, you have to focus on being as much as you can in the present. Because when you're in the present, you're going to maximize whatever opportunity, task, or goal you're working towards at that current time. You're going to be more effective, you're going to be more efficient, and you're going to be able to handle any challenge a lot more logically and control the emotions that could sway you away from what you're trying to achieve. Now, you change your mindset by changing your thoughts, because your internal language is what's going to dictate how you perceive things, how you speak about what you're working towards, and how you really put action into place that create all the habits that are going to be associated with that mindset. So it's all about gratitude. It's all about having discipline and having that focus. And if you stay grateful for every moment you have, you will achieve anything. Thank you for this really deep and conscious question. And to understand how I reclaim that peacefulness within myself. It's all about taking the time to really reflect on why that memory is coming into my thoughts. That only means it's trying to guide me towards some aspect that I need to focus on or heal from, and then potentially use that to grow and move in a positive direction. So whenever these things may pop into my mind, I wouldn't say it plays a movie without my permission, because I am in control of my mind. And the only way my subconscious mind puts something into my head is because the universe is trying to teach me something, or is trying to guide me to enlighten me of what I need to focus on. So really for me, it doesn't take much to reclaim that full peaceful self. It just means a little bit more meditation, a little bit more mindfulness, and then just breathing and relaxing. Thank you for this really interesting question. To dive into my life for a wise woman who, is not my mom or my grandmother, I would definitely have to say it's my great aunt. No, it's not either of the two, right? So I've been fortunate enough to be blessed with spending a lot of time in my life with my dad's aunt, who born and raised in Jamaica, then lived in England and eventually moved to Canada. And just the wisdom she has in how to live a long and prosperous, healthy life. She's coming to be 93 this year. She still takes care of herself. She lives on her own. If we were to ever visit, she's going to bake and cook to the utmost extreme to try and show how much love she has for us. And the wisdom that she shares with each of us is truly remarkable. And it's something that's helped shape me into the person I am today. Hey Matthew, I really appreciate this question. This is a very good one because many people nowadays are doing online schooling or just working from home and have to deal with that balance of being in an environment that is supposed to be relaxing and de-stressing, and opposite of what work is supposed to be, which is focused and effective and productive. So the disciplines you need to keep are just giving yourself the right scheduling that's going to allow you to know from this time to this time, I relax and I focus on just de-stressing, meditating, going for a walk in nature, getting some exercise in, or anything that's just going to help the mind rest and be more present and be more mindful. But as well, the times that when you're working, you're focused on one task at a time. You're just focused on one class at a time, whatever that project, whatever that homework is, and you put all your attention into the little details. And then set yourself up with the right amount of time to do each. Thank you for this great question. To really dive into what I eat to increase mental performance, it's a focus on having a very healthy and balanced diet. So this is trying to get as much fruits and veggies that are the colors of the rainbow, trying to stay as hydrated as possible, and as well, getting those good electrolytes, which comes from, for me, coconut water, which also helps with a lot of mineral uptake. I like to stay on top of my omegas, so I like to eat very clean and healthy fats. Definitely usually coming from salmon or sardines or fish oils, really help the heart and the brain function even better and having that clarity and that focus. As well, fasting. Fasting is something that allows the body to really heal and make a lot of growth hormones actually start to activate when we give ourselves the time for the body to focus on other aspects other than just breaking down food. So really, balanced meals, fasting, and staying hydrated. Now, this is a great question that one of my followers asked, but for some reason, Wisdom didn't process it properly, so I'm going to redo it. Now, when it comes to something in my routine that most men will benefit from, it is definitely having a proper mobility and flexibility flow that they put into their workout routine. Now, the same way anyone is going to go in the gym and try to create muscle, that is shortening muscles, correct? So that means to create aesthetics and to look bigger and stronger, you actually have to increase muscle fiber, which then decreases the length. So if we're not stretching, if we're not trying to increase the range of motion of your joints, then we're actually going to be reducing the opportunity for our body to function and move correctly. And this will lead to lower back pain, shoulder, neck, feet issues, and so much more. So men really need to stretch and focus on a good flow. Thank you for this really deep question. To really understand how to relate to a loved one who feels like they've missed their shot, that they're behind everyone else, and that they've got, maybe too old to go climbing that mountain that they really wanted to get to the top of. The thing is, most of our loved ones who are having this issue are not living in the present, right? They're completely living in the past. And that's why they're having that grief, that regret, and they're definitely feeling depressed a little bit. The key is to remind them of what they have achieved, of what they are doing in their life, and what they still can do in their life. Trying to paint the picture that they have the opportunity here right now to still work on achieving any goal they wish to really get to. So it would just be about relating, really listening, and then just reminding them to be present and for how much they have. Thank you for this Wisdom Wednesday question. And now that the new year has rung in, I really have to say my intentions are focused towards being as present and as still in my mind as I possibly can. The more I am present, the more I am still, the better I've handled any situation that I've gone through. And as well, having a really clear focus in what I'm trying to achieve is going to help my growth of my passion, my personal goals, and just every avenue that is really opening up for me. So definitely stillness and being present is my intention. And from that, I will have growth. I will have a lot of positive achievements and hopefully lots of success. And I'm just grateful for everything along the journey.
As always, stay strong, stay consistent, stay healthy, and keep developing yourself. Level up.